So these are the input types of the form. So which was introduced in HTML5. Okay. So clear. So whenever we need to load search bar, okay. So in our web page, we are going to use input type search. Okay. So again, the difference between search bar and text. So both are going to display one input field. So but the thing is, whenever you have entered some text inside the search bar tab or it's input field, so immediately it is going to display so close button inside this particular field. Okay. So both are same like the width of that particular input field. So also we are able to enter any text or any other characters. But the thing is only this button will be displayed. Okay, whenever you have entered some text. Okay. So telephone number. Okay. So here they have introduced tel type tel. So there we are just going to introduce like where there we are going to just mention only numbers. Okay. Obviously it is also allows us more text. But the thing is the standard we need to follow the standards. So followed by some patterns we need to follow. So there we are going to use regular expressions. So in HTML also we have patterns. So comparing to regular expressions, HTML patterns are not powerful. Okay. So number. So this number type is going to display increment and decrement button. Okay. So just remember type number is different, type tell is different. Okay. So again range. So this is just giving some scale. Okay. Increase to decrease. It is going to just display scale. So file. So whenever user needs to upload any file in our form. Okay, so whatever the form we have created inside that form, we need to take any data as a file. Okay, there we are going to use type equal to file. Okay, so these are the things available in HTML5 forms. So also, so type color we can use. So by default, so color. Okay. By default, it is just selecting black color. So we can also use color splash. So there we can use n number of colors. Just we can give any color. So RGB. So we can pass these values if we know. So or else we can just drag on this particular respective color. Okay. So just whenever you need to take any colors. So majorly we are not going to use this. So we need there will be a type color. Okay. So, okay, today we are going to discuss so graphics. So, any idea on this graphics? Graphics.html. So, any idea on it? So, online. So, just in HTML, graphics is nothing but whenever if you have opened so Google search engine, I'm going to open. So here search engine will be filled with some icons. Here search bar, like search bar with search icon. So here mic icon. So here lens icon. So here some flask icon. So like this entire we are just calling it as icon, even though in coding like HTML, we are just calling it as graphics. Okay, it is an graphics. So to create this graphics, we are going to prefer here canvas or else SVG. These are the two elements in HTML. We can just load graphics inside that particular HTML application. Okay, so here canvas is an element. Okay, so there inside this canvas, we are going to pass ID to canvas graphics or else graph. Okay, so again width some 200. or else yeah 200. So height 100. Okay. So here we will just check. Okay, I'm going to give some border to it. So then we will just understand what it is going to create. Style attribute. So border solid. Okay. So here what it is going to do. So here we'll just close it. So okay. So this is new file, right? So here. So here what it is doing. So this particular canvas element is just created a space. Okay. So if you need to write anything inside this particular space, so just you need to use JavaScript. Okay. So canvas element or else canvas is used to draw and graphics with the using or else with the help of JavaScript. Okay. So we need to take here JavaScript help, okay, to draw this particular graphics. So when coming to the canvas, okay, where we are going to prefer SVG, okay, scalar vector graphics. So there we are not going to worry about JavaScript. So here we need to create JavaScript code to draw any graphics inside this particular board. Okay, just consider it as chart board or else any space. Okay, inside this space we are going to write this graphics. So whenever you have used or else created this canvas element, okay, it is just creating. So here if I just increase this width, see, it is just creating that respective width and height space. Okay, so if you need to write anything inside this particular canvas element, okay, so then you need to write script tag. Okay, so don't worry much about this particular script tag. So we are going to learn after this CSS how this element triggering all these things. Okay, so here, so const value is equal to document dot get element by ID. Okay, so here I'm just passing this ID. Okay, so now so don't think much. So we are not familiar with JavaScript. So just what I'm doing here. So this is an val variable. So I'm just assigning this entire element. Okay, this entire element as value. So ఇదంతా ఒక value అని treat చేస్తున్నా. So this value I'm just assigning to this particular variable val. Okay, or else a result. Okay, so then so just to show you, don't get confused. Console.log result. Okay, so refresh, inspect. It is going to select this entire element. Okay, so I am just selecting this entire element as a value. So I am assigning to this result. That's it. Okay, till here. Clear? Any doubts? So this is JavaScript code. I am just selecting this particular ID element. Okay, so wherever this ID is located inside this elements HTML body tags. Okay, this particular element will be assigned to this variable. Okay, so clear online. Now, so where or else const, no issue, anything it might be. So value is equal to, so get this result dot get context. Okay, so here we can pass here 2D graphics again. So what we are going to do? Just a value dot move to. Okay, so move to 0 comma 0. Okay, so here what I'm doing. So I'm just placing x-axis and y-axis. If you are like in school days, we have seen. So y-axis starting point. Okay, x0, y0. So here again, value dot line 2. Okay, so here 200 x-axis. Okay, y 100. Okay, so we will just check whether it is working or not. So this is just a starting point. So these are the methods. Okay, so we are using it. So starting x-axis and y-axis. So here ending. Okay, so x-axis and y-axis. Now we will just check what it is going to do. Value new to. Okay, so here I think camel case we will support. Yeah, so it is not working. We will just try with the stroke val dot stroke. So anyone to just stroke. We will just check whether it is working or not. Yeah. So here I have just drawn this particular line. Okay, 0, 0. So here it is x-axis, y-axis 0, 0. So then 200, 100 here. So just I have drawn some diagonal. Okay, so like this, we can also just draw some square braces. Okay, so rectangle. I think we just draw. So just I have drawn here a line, right? So similarly, we can also draw some rectangle shape. Okay, so here I'm going to remove this. Else comment. Okay. Yeah, you draw. Yeah, rectangle I'm going to draw. So value dot. Okay. So create linear gradient. Okay. Linear gradient. Then spelling to create linear gradient. So 0 x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So I think this is not. There is an opacity, right? Yeah, opacity. So after this, we'll just pass values. Okay, 0. So here it is not. Okay, so we need to assign it as where a equal to value dot create linear gradient. Okay, so it is just some RGB color. Okay, so just we'll go through with this. It is not. That is remote. No, a dot add color. Color stop. Okay, so 0 comma green. Okay, you can just pass a direct color green. So here a dot add add color stop 1 comma mm, white. Okay, so we'll just check whether it is working or not. So we need to fill it, right? Okay, so just I'm passing here a style is equal to grp or else grid. Okay. So now the thing is, so grid dot here a dot we'll just check a dot. So we can just pass here fill. If it is rectangle, we need to pass here rect. Okay, if it is square, we need to pass. Okay, so if it is circle, we need to pass arc like this. Okay, so here, so on this function it is so 10 comma else 20 comma 20. So 150 to 80. So okay, so this is like x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, and opacity like this. Okay, so these are the values. So we'll just check whether it is working or not. So grid is not defined. Yeah, sorry. So here not grid here. So here not so what it is value. Yeah. So we have just drawn color. Okay. So inside this particular canvas element. So here just pause and write this. I think this is an x-axis. So here, yeah, it is enough. So here what I am doing, so just I am drawing some rectangle shape. So with respect to green color. Okay, so black. Okay, so this is ending. Okay, okay, or else if I pass it, so like this. Okay, so like this, it is just a combination. Okay, so now we'll just explain it. So I have created canvas element with ID with height. Okay, some values. So to separate this particular canvas element, I am just giving some border. Okay. So inside this canvas element, I need to write or else I need to draw some graph track with this particular element. Obviously we need to learn or else we need to aware of JavaScript or else so first we must use JavaScript, then only we are able to communicate with this particular element. Okay, so just I am selecting this element, so I am just assigning this element to this variable. Okay, now so whether I am going to work on 2D graphics or 3D graphics, just we need to declare that particular thing inside get context is an method. So result dot get method, so this element dot get context. So here 2D I am passing it is 2D graphics. So this particular value will be stored inside value. Okay, now I am just taking one more variable. So value dot create linear gradient. Okay, so linear gradient is nothing but just opacity reducing. Okay, so starting of that particular element like a starting point, this element color. Okay, opacity is high. Okay, so ongoing keep on the opacity will be reduced. Okay, so then one more color will starts from here, then end of that particular thing opacity will be high. Okay, like this. So this is nothing but linear gradient. Also we are going to see in CSS in background colors. Okay, so here, so just I'm saying here linear gradient color I am creating. Okay, this is color. Okay, so here linear gradient opacity 200 like this. Okay, so a dot color stop, so where it is going to start green color 0. Okay, so again, so red color we are just using two colors. So 0 we are going to use in opacity 0 and 1. So 0.5, 0.8 like this. So these are the starting and ending points. Okay. So fill style with this particular linear gradient. Okay. We can just pass this value here or else this name, variable name here. No issue. Both will works. Okay. So fill rectangle. If we are using rectangle shape, just we need to pass here rectangle. If we are using circle, so again we need to declare here radius like this. Okay. So here this is x-axis, y-axis. Okay, I'm going to increase this. So 50, 50. So go and check the output. So it is just x-axis, y-axis. So starting point, this point. So 50 pixels from this side, y-axis 50 pixels. So this is the starting point. From here, this particular element starts drawing. Okay. So I think you have cleared. So one, two, now. So x-axis, y-axis. So here 10 pixels from x-axis, 10 pixels from y-axis. It is just maintaining some margin. Okay. So then that particular point, it is the starting point for this rectangle. Okay. So the thing is nowadays no one is going to use this particular canvas. Okay. So it is just a little bit complex. Okay, that is the reason no one is not going to prefer this canvas. So we are going to use SVG, okay, scalar vector graphics. So which is quite powerful. Okay, powerful means in the sense the quality wise. Okay, whenever you have opened any website, if you zoom this particular thing, so this element is drawn on top of SVG. So just select and target this icon. So here, so where it is, SVG here. Okay, so SVG. So what it is going to do? So SVG canvas both are used to draw and graphics inside an HTML document. The thing is SVG is going to create that particular element more clarity. Okay, so comparing to this pixels. Okay, what it is canvas pixels this. Okay, so comparing to these pixels, this SVG will generate high picture quality or else high graphics quality. If you zoom this particular screen also, normally it should just give like a blur, but if you created that particular graphics using SVG, if you keep on zooming it till end point, it never ever reduces its clarity. Okay, so in general, if you take in any image, మనం ఏదన్నా మొబైల్లో ఇమేజ్ తీసినప్పుడు సో జస్ట్ ఇఫ్ యూ జూమ్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ ఇమేజ్, ఓకే, దెన్ దట్ ఇమేజ్ విల్ జస్ట్ డిస్ప్లే యాజ్ some blur. Okay, it is not going to display accurately like so as it is not going to display. So ఎట్లా ఉందో అట్లా చూపిది కదా. So just how it is going to display, so just it is going to generate some blur. Okay, so there we can just understand, so this picture is not up to the mark, it is not clarity. Okay, like this. So SVG comparing to canvas, SVG has high picture quality. Okay, so go through with this document where they have mentioned. So not here. So just go through with the theoretical knowledge. Why? Because so we are not going to write this particular coding in our own so in our side. Okay, we are just SVG is an official website. Document is already available. So there we are just copying and pasting that official graphics. Okay, so here just to go through with this document. So, okay, so where it is coding. So here, okay. So same, however, we have seen canvas. So same SVG element we need to create. Inside, we no need to use here JavaScript. Okay, that is the advantage. And one more thing is the clarity. Okay, the pixels of this particular SVG element is high comparing to canvas. Okay, just you can just say these two differences. It is enough. So here, so same x-axis, y-axis, width, height. Okay, so we will just take this. We will just compare here. So I am going to remove this circles, split text. So don't get confused. I will remove all these things. So here, so using canvas element. So using canvas element. Okay, we have just drawn rectangle shape. So linear gradient. Okay, where it is. So here, fill rectangle. X-axis, Y-axis, 150, 80, like a width and height. Okay, so here, same. So SVG element we have created, width and height. Okay, so again, here we no need to mention JavaScript. Directly we can just take rect tag. If you need to mention circle, circle tag. Like this. Okay, there we need to pass radius for circle. So here just x-axis, y-axis starting points with height, fill with color. So we are just I'm changing red. Okay. So we'll just check. So comparing to what it is. So, expected token. So I think script inside script we are writing it. So no need to mention the script. So no, sorry. So I'm writing inside the script. You no need to write inside the script. You can just write outside the script. Okay. So pure XML. Okay. So it is not HTML. Purely XML based it is. Okay. XML means extensible markup language. Okay. So SVG is built on top of XML. Okay, we are just writing inside an HTML document. So which one is easy? Online. Any doubts? Or also which one is easy? Sayarun, Subramanian.
So XML is easy, sir.
Yeah. So this SVG, we can just feel it as easy to write. Why? Because we no need to select this particular elements. Just in HTML itself, we can just mention. So x-axis, y-axis. So we'll just pass 25. So just do this. We can just move this element. Okay. So just however we have seen x-axis, y-axis, starting point. So like this. Okay, so x equal to 25, y equal to 25, width we are just passing 100 pixels. So height 80 pixels, fill with some color. Same here, we have just created green, red like this, right? So here just we are passing red color. Okay, the thing is also we are not going to prefer this SVG. Like no need to write this from scratch. Okay, just we are going with, so where it is. Just SVG official website. Okay, so here not found. So home page. So here this is the SVG repo. Okay, repository. So svgrepo.com is an official website. Here you can just search profile. Okay, so profile logos will be generated. Okay, so this thing already developed by so SVG developers. Okay, we no need to again create this particular thing. So how it is just some circle, so semicircle. Okay. So again here border like this. Okay. So just can understand like this. So for us, it will take some time to draw this specific icon. Okay. So here just go through with the search bar based on your requirement. Just search here name. So if that logo or else graphics is just giving that result, just click on it. So here edit vector. So if you need to download and again. So however we have seen their images. So like this. Okay. So download then extract that particular code. So I don't prefer this download, just edit vector. Okay. So here, if you need to change the color, just change this color. So not here, here. Okay, change this color. So again, width. Okay. So like this. So where is thin thickness? Okay. So if you need to reduce, just reduce. So based on your requirement, you can just do edits here. So copy SVG. Okay. So HTML or else, sorry, not HTML, XML code is copied. So now just paste here. Okay. So just, oh, this width is high. So I will just reduce its width. So width 100. This 100. Okay. So now it is adjusted. Clear. Okay. So width, height, you need to adjust accordingly. Clear. So however we have seen. So if you need to mention styles, you just mention style border, solid, 2 pixels. Okay. Just it is going to create a border. However, canvas we have created border, right? So similarly here. Okay. So padding 100 pixels. Okay. So just it is created border to our icon. So like this, we can just apply styles also. So here SVG is an, so here SVG is an layout. Okay. So or else it is the place we are going to draw the elements. Okay. SVG opening tag, parent tag. Inside this, we are going to load all this path. Okay. This is the path. So where is this path attribute? Here, yeah, here path. Okay, path tag we need to insert inside an SVG. Okay, so there they have generated some default path. So that path belongs to this particular icon. Okay, so here, however, canvas element is working like in drawing space. Okay, so however, canvas element is working as a drawing space. Similarly, this SVG is a space to draw any specific graphics. Clear? So think clear. Online, any doubts? So majorly, we are not going to write our own SVG and canvas graphics. Okay. So based on our requirement, just go through with this particular SVG repo. Not only this profile, if you need more like Insta, so Instagram logos. Okay. So square, circle, some dot. Okay. We can just understand like this. Okay. So Instagram logos, so Facebook. Okay, they have already created this all graphics, Facebook logos. So based on our requirement, just go through with this icon. So edit. So if you need to change this color to blue, so just change it. Okay, copy SVG, paste. That's it. Clear. So like this, we are going to use these logos in our HTML document or else in our web pages. Okay, we are not going to create, so we are not going to draw this particular square like this. Okay, so just we need to do like we need to in up to date. Okay, so just go through with this document based on our requirement. We are going to take that particular graphics. Okay, so if it is already available, why we need to suffer on it? So just go through with this document. So whatever they have already created, just go through. So based on your requirement, okay. So Facebook. So if you can take any one from it, okay. So there will be other uh, official websites also, but they are going to ask money. Okay, premium, they are going to ask. So for premium, we need to pay to use this particular graphics. So SVG is free. Okay, we can use this and number of time with infinite graphics. Okay, you can just take infinite number of graphics. Okay, so unlimited graphics will be available with for free. Okay, so we don't need to pay here. So also some of the websites they are also going to generate graphics. Okay, but they are going to charge with the premium account. Okay, this is enough. Okay, majorly companies also going to prefer this SVG repo official website only. So here we'll just go through with this. Just taking this particular, so this particular logos. Okay, so all of the things is already available. Cart, YouTube, whatever it may be, cart. So Facebook, like a Flipkart, Amazon carts. So we are going to see that. Okay, so this is enough. We don't need to buy any premium accounts. Okay, so clear. Any doubts online?
No, sir.
Yeah. So by tomorrow we are going to end with this HTML. So just to do practice till here. Okay. So as soon as possible, we are going to start a CSS.